One of the best consultative selling methods, recommended by top sales experts, is S.P.I.N selling, based on a book by Neil Rackam. The questions are designed to get rid of salesy tactics where your sales team shows up and throws up, to then shift the focus to the customer by simply asking them questions. A famous English statesman said, "Talk to a man about himself and he'll listen to you for hours." Ironically, he also said, "We have 2 ears and only 1 mouth." If you simply ask, your customer will tell you exactly what their problems are and share specifically how solving the issue will impact their business and what benefit or financial gain will occur as a result. By having them tell you exactly what they need, the customer essentially closes the deal for you. The problem is, most people are too busy thinking of how to jump in and share the good news of their wonderful solution, and they never bother to have the customer share what that benefit means to them. S.P.I.N is an acronym that stands for Situation, Problem, Implication, and Need Payoff. To determine the situation, you conduct basic fact-finding questions about the prospect's business. You want to have some research done in advance so that you're not asking questions that you could easily find on their website. Asking situation questions helps to start the conversation and build rapport with the prospect. Some example situation questions are: how many customers do you have? What software do you use? How does data flow through your current system? This is a good place to start, but don't ask too many situation questions, since most people expect that you've done some advanced research on their company prior to the call. Problem questions help to uncover pain points and areas of dissatisfaction the prospect has with their current situation. If the prospect is the one to communicate that a problem exists, they can begin to open up to have a further discussion to see if you might possibly be able to help them out. Example problem questions include: do you have duplicate entry between different systems? What limitations exist in the automation of transaction processing? Are there areas of your existing software which are underutilized? After getting the problems identified, you can dig deeper into each problem, asking who, where, when, what, and how. These are all good questions to discover more detail. Understanding if or when something happens can also help pinpoint the issues. These questions help to show that you're genuinely interested and focused on knowing more about the issues that your prospect is dealing with. It's at this point, after hearing the problems, that most salespeople dive right into selling their solutions to show that they can solve the problem. However, by asking implication questions, the prospect is the one who will verbalize the measurable effects that the problem is causing for their business. By having them express these facts, they really start to internalize the true negative impact. Some example implication questions could be: if data is not transferred between systems, what impact does that have for the accounting department? If inaccurate data is entered, what impact could this have during processing? If you don't have accurate data in the system, what is the result for reporting? If you're able to share case examples of how you've solved similar problems for other clients, this will also help the customer realize just how relevant your experience is to their exact issue. Also, by connecting their situation with real-life examples of negative results which came from clients ignoring these issues, this can help them understand that they have a real need for what you offer. Finally, need payoff questions are really the most important key to the closing process. If your customer can share with you what it would mean for their business in specific and measurable terms once the current issue is solved, they're basically selling you the benefits of having your solution. It's also important to frame the positive results that they would get by having your solution in place. Examples of need payoff questions are: why is being able to consolidate systems important to you? If you could cut the amount of time spent in duplicate entry, what impact would it have? If you could have accurate data in auto-generated reports, how would that affect your business? Lastly, something not covered in this process, but a very effective way to make sure you understand what your prospect really needs prior to sharing your solution, just simply ask the customer, how do you envision our solution being able to help you? The answer here is typically the exact thing you need to understand about what the prospect really needs to help close the sale. It's also a great way to kick off the meeting to be sure you go down the right path from the very start of the call by simply asking, what about our service piqued your interest to meet with me, and what do you need the most help with? Having someone familiar with this process can literally turn a failing sales team into a successful group of solid sales reps overnight. If you'd like to learn more about how a successful consultative selling process can dramatically improve your sales results, click the contact link below and we'll be happy to have a discussion with you to learn more about your situation to see if our team can help.